In our last video in this demo series, we ended up previewing our survey, the one we had set up about the fast food restaurants to this point. And I indicated that I may want to go back and change something in the survey because I didn't like something I saw when I previewed it. That may or may not happen to you. If it does, which is likely, you may want to change something. In this case, I'm going to go back and change how I'm representing my stimuli of interest, or my SOIs. So to do that, I simply return to that page, click here, go back to that page. I'll reduce it in size a little bit so you can see what the whole thing looks like. And remember that we had represented our SOIs by their logos. Here was Jack in the Box, here was KFC, here was Subway. But I've decided that I don't want to represent my SOIs by logos because I don't want the graphic art to come into play in the influencing of my respondents. I just want the names of the restaurants, which represent the concepts themselves, to be what they respond to. So to do that, I'm going to update the image that I use to represent my SOIs. First, Jack in the Box. I'm going to choose a file. I don't think you're going to be able to see where I'm going to choose this, but know that I'm going to someplace on my computer where I have the new image stored. So if I click Choose File, and I go to that place, again, I don't think you're seeing this, I will select it, and I'll ask it to be uploaded, and it is. It says Image Updated. I say OK. If I want to look at it again, I can see that the name of the restaurant is the only thing there to represent the SOI. I'm going to do the same thing for KFC. Again, you're not going to see where I'm going on my computer, but I'm going to choose that file. I'm going to ask it to upload it. It does. I'm going to check it, make sure that it's there. Good. And third, I'm going to go do the same thing for Subway. Choose the file, go to that place which is hidden, choose it, ask it to open. It does. The image has been updated. I check it. There it is. And now I've just changed out the images that I'm going to be using to represent my SOIs in my study. And when I do that, they're automatically submitted. So I go back to the page where I list my tasks. And again, since I changed something, we had not previewed the survey just yet with those changes. So we need to go back and preview the survey. If you don't really want to preview it, you can just hit submit and trust that those logos are there. But we're going to look at it just to make sure that they got there. So we'll have to go through the first part of the survey, which you've seen. And I'll just quickly go through to get to the point where we'll see how our SOIs are being represented in the images I just uploaded, just to make sure it happened. And we're going to get there in just a couple more clicks. The images are being uploaded. So you can see now that just the names of the restaurants, not the logo images, are what's going to be used to have the respondents evaluate the SOIs. If I click out of that, we get out of preview. Now I submit. Again, we've previewed it, and the preview should be completed after I've made the changes. And we're ready to move on to sample size and invitations calculation.